Fractions to percentages, non-calculator, is going to be another one of these fractions activities or percentage activities where I suggest you rely quite a lot on the 10% rule. There'll be a couple of other rules as well. First one here, express the following fraction as a percentage. So turn this fraction into a percentage. So a couple of simple rules with percentages is that percentages are all out of 100, remember? A percentage is something out of 100. So we've got to turn this number into something out of 100. Well, if it's already something out of 50, then to make it something out of 100, you just have to double it, because two 50s are 100%. So 23 out of 50 would be 46 out of 100, because you just double the 50 to get to 100%, and you double the 23. Like in equivalent fractions again, this is equivalent fractions, and so 23 doubled is 46. So one of the rules for this activity is whenever you see something over 50, just double it to find out what it would be over 100. Don't forget to include the percentage sign. I nearly did. So don't forget to include the percentage sign. Next one. This one is over 25. So one of the other rules you can learn about percentages that remember is a percentage is something out of 100, is that if you see something out of 25, then it's a quarter of 100. So there are 4 lots in 100. So like with 50, when we saw it was over 50, we just doubled it. When it's over 25, we have to double it and then double it again. Okay, so if we double 10, we get to 20 out of 50. And if we double 20 out of 50, we're going to get 40 out of 100. Don't forget to include the percentage sign. So the first two rules have very nicely been dealt with us by these first two questions. When you see something out over 50 and you have to work it out as a percentage, then just double it. And if you see something over 25 and you have to work it out as a percentage, then double it and double it again, or times it by 4. Okay, let's look at the next one. Fantastic. Express the following as a percentage. This one's out of 200. So if it's 2 out of 200, how many is it going to be out of 100? I think you can probably work it out yourself. If you scored 2 out of 200, you got 1 out of the other 100. 1 out of 100. 1 out of the first 100, 1 out of the second 100, 2 out of 100. So it's 1%. So that's another easy one. Going the other way, if you see something that's a multiple of 100, just divide it by that. Here's another great example. If you got 50 out of 200, then you would have got 25 out of 100. Oh, I forgot the percentage key. Don't forget the percentage key. And I'm just seeing if they get harder than that. Not particularly. Here's another one over 100. So if it's 120 out of 800, how many is it out of 100? Well, if it's 120 out of 800, let's halve it first of all. How much would it be out of 400? It'd be 60 out of 400. And then let's halve it again. How much would it be out of 200? 30 out of 200. And then let's halve it again. 15 out of 100. So 15 out of 100, and then just going up in 15s will get us to 120. Don't forget the percentage key, and that's the way of doing those ones, okay? So hopefully I've taught you a couple of tricks there. Look for 50s, look for 25s, and obviously if it's a multiple of 100, you just divide it by or count back hundreds until you get to the 100% mark.